Welcome everyone. Myself Lakshmi from the Department of Logistics Management, St. Albert's College, Autonomous, Ernakulam. Today we will be discussing about the topic Material Requirement Planning. So what is basically Material Requirement Planning? Material Requirement Planning is the production planning, scheduling and inventory control system that is used to manage the manufacturing processes. In other words, it can be termed as a computer-based inventory management system that is designed to improve the productivity for the businesses. Companies use material management for planning their systems to estimate the quantities of raw materials and schedule their deliveries. Coming into the objectives of material requirement planning. Material requirement planning has basically three objectives. That is, first one is the availability. If you say about availability, it is just to ensure that the raw materials are available for production and the product is ready for the final delivery. And the second one is maintaining the lowest possible materials and product levels in the store. And third one is basically the planning of the activities of manufacturing, production as well as delivery. Material requirement planning is considered to be the engine of any material planning softwares. It basically has three inputs and three processes. So let's see it detailing. The first input is MPS. It is also known as Master Production Schedule. This Master Production Schedule will give you how many end products that is required. For example, if it is a case of a bike manufacturing company, so your marketing department is coming and telling you that they need to make some 100 bikes at the 4th week of April. So as we said, this MPS will give you the how many end products that is required. As we said, in the 4th week of April, we need some 100 bikes to be delivered. So this 100 bikes or the end products that is required to be manufactured, that is this particular input called Master Production Schedule. The second input is BOM, or it is also known as Bill of Materials. This will give you the product structure. So, let's take, for a bike, what are the product structures or what are the different components that a bike has? So, let's say a horn, handle, engine, tires, etc. So this components that is required to make a one bike or one single product is known as bill of materials. So we need some 100 bikes. So let's take one component from this, that is tires. So a bike will have 2 tires. If that is the case, how many end products we have? We have 100. So what is our gross requirement of this particular tire? It will be 200. So finding out this gross requirement is the process called BOM explosion. That is bill of material explosion. So from these two inputs called bill of materials and BOM, we are getting a process called BOM explosion, which gives you the gross requirement. So coming into the third input, it is inventory, or it is also known as inventory file. This particular input will give you what is the inventory that is existing in your production site. Or for example, if you have 20 tires with you, so what is the left inventory with you? That is what this particular input is giving. So we know the gross requirement is 200. So we already have some 20 tires with us. So what will be the net requirement then? So it will be 200 minus 20, that is 180. So this is the net requirements. So this net requirement, the finding of this particular net requirement with the help of this inventory file and BOM explosion is known as the process called netting, or otherwise finding the net requirement. So we know what is the gross requirement. We have also found out what is the net requirement. So now we know this is the net requirement, or we need some 180 tires to produce this particular 100 bikes, or to deliver 100 bikes on 4th week of April. So we know this is the net requirement. So what we have to do, we have to start planning our production. So this particular process called offsetting, that is, we know the net requirement. From that, we are doing a process called offsetting, which will give you when these particular materials should be ready. For example, if we need to deliver 100 bikes in 4th week of April, we have to start planning the assembling part on 3rd week of April. Say for example, the tires will take 1 week to reach your site. So if that is the case, when should you order the tires? You have to order your tires on the 2nd week of April, so that you will receive it on the 3rd week, and it will take some 1 week's time to assemble. So your products for delivery will be ready by the 4th week. So planning each stage when what should happen. That particular stage is explained by the process called offsetting. So this is the simple concept of MRP. That is, we have 3 inputs and 3 processes which will give you 3 outputs. That is, what items are required, how many are required, and when are they required. So what items are required is given by the process called bomb explosion. And how many are required is given by the process called netting. And when are they required? So at what stage you require everything is given by the stage called offsetting. So this is the simple concept of MRP. That is, we have 3 inputs and 3 processes which will give you 3 outputs. So that is all about today's session. Thank you.